Welcome back to another video, guys, and in this video we're going to be talking about something that isn't the Steam Deck, but if you are a fan of the Steam Deck you might be interested in, and that is the new AyaNeo Air Plus and the AyaNeo Slide, which looks absolutely fantastic. We're going to get into it in this video. I'm going to show you what it can do, and its one of its biggest selling points or selling features, right? Anyways, guys, let's get into it. I'm Blaze2K. If you love Steam Deck content, handheld content, tech content, all of the above, please like, subscribe, click the bell icon so you get notified, because we post multiple times a day on this channel. And if you want to be up to date on all the news, come subscribe, come follow me on Twitter. And also, if you're a fan of the Steam Deck, check my link of top accessories in the video description. Let's go. So that's right, you heard right. There's a new handheld on the market, and it has a slidey up screen with a keyboard underneath. Imagine how useful that would be for the Steam Deck in terms of, like, you know, moving emulation files around, creating folders, all that good stuff. Being able to type on something that isn't a virtual keyboard. Anyways, AyaNeo adds two more form factors to its line of handheld gaming PCs. The larger Air Plus and an upcoming slider deliver more choices. And here it is, the AyaNeo Air Plus. And here it is, the AyaNeo Slide, which I'm very interested in. So let's read the article. It comes from Engadget. Now, AyaNeo's ever-expanding range of handheld gaming PCs is about to get more form factors, and as part of 2023 strategy event, or its 2023 strategy event, the company introduced an Air Plus that boasts a larger screen than the base Air, 6 inches versus 5.5, and crucially, a much larger 46.2 watt-hour battery versus the 28 watt-hour that's in the regular Air. So, if you don't know AyaNeo, basically it's a company that pushes out gaming handhelds, and arguably some of the most powerful gaming handhelds. But the only downside is that they're a little bit pricey. Now, they basically make competitors to the Steam Deck, right? Windows-based handhelds with the 6800 AMD 6800U processors, which are technically more powerful than the Steam Deck at higher TDPs, and arguably they're some of the most nicely designed consoles you could buy. Honestly, I would have one of these in a heartbeat if I could afford one. Right? They're like $1,300 or $1,000 to $1,300, up to like $1,500 if you want to deck them out with as much as you can, like with 2TB SSDs and 32 gigs of RAM and all that stuff. So they can get a little bit pricey. And the reason they're pricier than the Steam Deck is obviously because AyaNeo don't sell software, they sell hardware. So whereas Steam Deck or Valve can sell Steam Decks at a loss and then recoup the money by selling you digital games on their store through the Steam Deck, AyaNeo doesn't have that luxury. The only thing they're selling you is the console. They're not making the money back any other way. They're just selling you the parts for as cheaply as they can, right? So yeah, back onto the new AyaNeo devices. So the Windows-based Air Plus will be available in two lower-end Intel configurations, Celeron and Core i3, as well as the speedier AMD models Ryzen 7520U and a Ryzen 7 6800U, which is the beast of handheld gaming right now. Performance should scale the more you're willing to spend. Then final pricing isn't available, but AyaNeo expects to start pre-orders after the Lunar New Year celebrations end on February 5th. Now, the AyaNeo Air Plus, I'm not so interested in. As much as I like the AyaNeo Air, it was nice. It was the size of a Nintendo Switch Lite. I think there was its selling point, right? That it was like a really small, pocketable handheld gaming PC. And then they released the AyaNeo 2, which was bigger but much more powerful. I don't see why they're releasing an AyaNeo Air Plus. I think if you're either going to get an AyaNeo Air for the size, or you're going to get an AyaNeo 2, which is bigger but much more powerful, right? But this is the thing that most interests me, the AyaNeo Slide. Now basically it's going to have an AMD 6800U, so it's going to have one of the most powerful handheld gaming chips on the market, which does make it more powerful than the Steam Deck. But the thing I most like, and the thing I really like, is the fact that it's got a freaking keyboard under the screen. Now those of you guys know that sometimes when you're, especially if you're dual booting your Steam Deck, right, and you're creating folders, you're going through the menu system, Windows isn't really suited to a gamepad, right? It's not really comfortable to move around Windows with analog sticks, D-pads and buttons. in a virtual keyboard, it's just a little bit frustrating. But having a keyboard built into the system like this, it would make such a difference. So yeah, the AyaNeo is now making a slidable console. You can compare it to the GPD Win 4, which we covered months ago on this channel. I think months ago, yeah, months ago, where they've also released a slidey keyboard designed handheld that looks very much like a PSP. And I'm not a fan of GPD, honestly. I've changed my mind. I was kind of excited about it at first, but as times went on, I've read reviews of GPD products and whatnot, and it seems like the quality control's not there. It feels like the aftermarket sales support isn't there. So I'd probably stay away from GPD products and just, like, at this point, just invest in AyaNeo. And I think if you're going to get a console, a handheld console with a keyboard built in, this is the one you're going to want to buy, because it comes from a reputable company. They've shipped loads of different products. They make like 5 different handhelds, or 5+ handhelds a year in different form factors, and people seem to be pretty damn happy with them. So the AyaNeo Slide looks pretty cool. The company also expanded into sliders. What else? The AyaNeo Slide, to some degree, it's an answer to the GPD Win 4. You can pop the screen up when you need a keyboard for text input, or simply navigating games that aren't gamepad friendly. AyaNeo said little else about the Slide during its event, but did confirm the system would be based on AMD's recently launched Ryzen 7000 mobile APUs. Yes. And ship sometime in the second quarter of the year. It's too soon to see how well the AyaNeo's latest offerings fare against its biggest rival, the Valve Steam Deck. The company has promised an updated front end, IOSpace 2, but it's not clear if this will be enough to overcome the limitations of running Windows on a handheld. With that said, it's clear AyaNeo isn't sitting still in the face of stiffer competition. So the AyaNeo Slide, guys, let's take a look. Let's see if we can Google more images for it. AyaNeo Slide. Let's see, notebook check. See if they've got some more images. Oh, they've got a white version too. Look at how slick that is. I want one. I want one so bad. Because I hate virtual keyboards, guys. It's a pain in the ass. So here's some of the images. That's what it looks like. Oh, look at that. You can even tilt the screen up. You can tilt the screen forward. So it looks very much like the AyaNeo 2, but with a slide up screen. It looks like it could be a bit thicker than the AyaNeo 2 as well. AyaNeo Slide, floating screen design. Is that like lighting around the keyboard as well? That's pretty nifty. I wonder if it has backlighting on the keys. Doesn't look like it, does it? It's got the RGB thumbsticks, which is pretty cool. A natural transition between the keyboard and the controller. It's got the Hall joystick and Hall triggers, meaning no dead zone and a lot more reliable. No stick drift. So cool, there we go, guys. The AyaNeo Slide. Very, very interesting. I want one so bad. If AyaNeo, if you're watching this video and you want to send some reviewers units to test, I will test your unit. I will promote it because it looks awesome and I love your company and I love your brand. Anyways, guys, there's the AyaNeo 2 and the AyaNeo Air Plus. AyaNeo Air Plus, not a big fan of. I don't think, you know, between the AyaNeo Air and the AyaNeo 2, it just doesn't seem to fit. It doesn't seem to make sense. But the AyaNeo Slide looks absolutely insane. Let me know in the comments what you think, guys. Anyways, guys, there we go. If you want more tech content, gaming content, handheld content like this, and Steam Deck content, please like, subscribe, click the bell icon, because I post multiple times a day. And you've got to subscribe to be notified when I post something new. And check out my list of favorite accessories for the Steam Deck in the video description. Come follow me on Twitter. Come join my streams at 3 p.m. Eastern, Monday to Friday, on Twitch and YouTube here. Links in the description. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Let me know in the comments what you think about the AyaNeo Slide, because I am super excited by it. Anyways, guys, take care. See you in the next one.